found it. I found it. Oh, and the roots dried up. This is such a resilient plant. The cat keeps drinking the water out of its little bowl, and I don't stop him. So, is the plant have life, or is there information in the leaves just waiting for the cat, for the roots to grow, to continue its life, to receive more information? The cat drank its water. So is there information coming in the aether into the water? Is there any existence of any animal that doesn't have any water in it? Do animals have water in them? Do bees and bugs and spiders have water in them? I don't like when my desk is a mess, and I'm going to be a little one-sided right now and say, secretaries, please stop. When you say secretary, it's like going to a washroom, okay? It doesn't say male or female or whatever on it. It's a washroom. It's a secretary. It's a truck driver. There's no such thing as saying, well, okay, it's a secretary, it's a woman. Should we be looking at things that way? Is there a reason to separate certain jobs for certain reasons? The alternative reason for when God came and spoke, he says it's the word. Be careful of the word heard, or the word in the herd, as the herd speaks throughout the herd and it gets repeated. The majority of 3 out of 4 say, always 3 out of 4. Remember that. 3 out of 4 coming to you from our only moon. 3 to 4 DC, the only moon spirit. Is it a forced spirit is the question. 3 out of 4, like we spoke in the last video about the roulette and sections of number in roulette. There's sections of 9. Is our section count 9, but it's actually 0 is an area. Could be an in-between area that takes up both 1, -1, and +1. Have you ever thought of that? That 0 can actually be the center area that takes up between -1 and +1. So then how do you go back all the way? Well, maybe we're living lying on the cracks. Maybe we're living lying on the cracks. So it'd be like this. All right. 714, right there in that one number. So in fact, we're going to do this. 714 C D. And in the next one, I'm going to give you something a little bit different. Here is inside of, there's the number 7, right? And you just added the 1, and it creates that 4. So in the other actuality, if you want to continue looking, right, and continue what's down here, up here, right? So we're going to, I'm going to show you with the camera the best light I could, because it's more fun when you can see things. I can see clearly now, when you see things a little bit clearer. Okay, let's use a dark blue. So since we did this way, I'm just having a hard time, right? Since we came over this way, we're just going to make the continuation. And that's your, just got to have that A. Now your A, right, is actually telling you ACD, because here's your open mouth C, and here's your D. This is also, if you want to look at this part over here, if you want to close it at that area here, that would mean we'd have to close this one over here also for plain reflection. Notice one with a line, one without a line. No, I'm not out of line, am I? I'm not out of line. So we're going to cross this one here. And if you want, we're going to, sorry. And we're going to do that. And you already know that. Just give me a second. What am I looking for? Tell me if we find it. I'm going to have to look at the screen. All right? I'm going to have to look at the screen. And I went through all the cards and it's not here. It's right here. Look. The 55th card. This one's got 56. Same card. I like that. A nice looking. Look at that. Beautiful bicycle cards. I would love to have some packs of beautiful, shiny looking different kinds of bicycle cards. Older is nice. And I'm not asking for freebies, you know, just if I found a card I liked. I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm looking for the jacks. I'm really looking for the jacks. And there's absolutely no jacks in the deck. So, as I hate to keep you unentertained, I need to find another deck. I found a deck. It's not a pretty deck, but it's a deck. All the same. You know what they say, all hands on the deck. Got a deck of cards. Look at that. Oh my God, so exciting. I sound like some of the one of these painters. She goes, oh my God, I'm just dropping them all. Yeah, here, found one. See in the crown? That crown is not made like the, I mean, here's another one. See the way their hair curls underneath? See the hair curling? 3 going the same way, then the other 3 going the opposite the same way. One curl in the back. I don't know what it means, and he's holding a leaf. We went over the jacks have one-eyed jacks. The heart and the spade, one-eyed jacks. Maybe because they're the same jack, telling different stories. Okay, so that's this. Now we are going to go on to the menorah. And what the menorah has told me in numbers. Don't forget, remove the color. Remove the dots, I'm saying. Just remove the dots. Let's keep the background story. Okay, put these cards away. We're going to do the menorah. We're going to end the video. So if I had the bottom and I had the top, if I had 2 A's together, I would have more than just this, okay? You'd also have to do the reflection. So if we did the reflection of this, we'd have 3 empty areas and then a separated area. And this is what my number 4 tells me. And then if we do 2 sections like this, or what I call the double A ball, then we end up with A, B, C, D, V, W. If you end up with a W, most likely the M is an in-between thing. Goes straight up, right? Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. There is your M. And your W, where is your W? There's no W. Oh, yes, this is if I do 2 of them. Then we'd end up with the W, I'm hoping, like here, like the W right there. The top part, if we split it through the center here now, telling me a second story, okay, and this is also telling me another story because automatically involved in this is the separation or the I and the H. See the pinion in the center, right? So if I would do pinion, right, and then I would do let me see this. Did I get that right? And then I would do pinions. And then I would connect them together. That would be my H. Or my I. The I separating the two sides. The H telling me above and below. It's also got the area space of 77. I'm not sure which came first or what it means, or 77 that comes first. Right over here, these two. And at the same time, this will eventually say 5775. I don't remember how, or maybe just don't believe me, but here's a 7, and here's a 7. And somehow, somewhere in here, there's a 5. I'm not really sure. If you look at the two ends together, this can look like a 2, and this can also look like a 5 if you connect the bottom part. So you take the 7, and then you connect the bottom part. And if you round it out, you have the number 5 right there. So that's your moon link connection by dragging the, I'm going to do that this way, by dragging the bottoms together. And you can also maybe say this is my omega sign, holder of the egg. You turn it upside down. Well, where's the other part of this? What's inside here? You just can't see it. Okay, we're going to bring it to the next part. And I like to say Abraham out of this. Abracadabra, Abraham, A-double-A. Here's my menorahs. What I wanted to talk about very quickly is in this menorah over here, we have no candle in the center. We have 3 lights and 3 lights, but up coming from here will ignite all these lights. This one over here. But if you want, we can just connect them together and say it takes 1, 2, 3 to create just one passage. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is what's going inside of the passage, serving up to number 2 and 2. 22. 11 times 2. 2 isn't funny. 11 times 2 equals 22. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Very funny. 1 and 1, right? 1 and 1 equals 2. So it seems like 2 is all like something in its own. Everything in its own, telling you the whole story. The average of in 2 is 1 and 1, the passage and whatever is in the passage. Imagine you have a hole in area space, nothing, and you put something in nothing between 1 and 3. So you call that 2? Is that the way we should do it? The male and the female have the same thing, except in the male, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. In the female, there's 3. And again, 3 by 3 equals to 9. 3 by 4 equals to 12. And that's where the roulette thing comes in. We have 9 areas, 1 through 9, and then to create 1/3 of the board, okay, we have 10, 11, and 12, and these are my 3 sections of 12. So that's 12. 3 sections of 12 is 3.33 to make, we're making the whole board. But we have 18 is the first half of the board, and 18 is the second half of the board. So that's 1.5 by 12, and that's Mars' number. More calculations into this. The 13th number is on the next board. And the 13 by 4 equals to the 52 cards, 52 weeks. 5 by 2, 5 plus 2, 10 and 7, 17. Q, we must stand. Where 13 times 4 equals also to 44, which is a revelation or a connection or the numeric value that will create the word phi. 4 by 4, 16, 4 plus 4, 0, 8. And now where 2 and 2 made itself, 4 and 4 cut itself in half, and at the same time creates 1 plus 6, 7. It is the half-life because of what it says on the cube, where this was in the center, and we don't need this to measure the extremities of this. Anyways, this is the menorah, female 1 and 2, where 0.5 is the passage, and here 2 is the passage. 5 and 2, earth's matter. 1, 2, 3, all ignited by 4. 1, 2, 3, all ignited by 4. We have it the heart to this side, or we have the heart to that side. Here it's 1, 2, 3. We have the 3 to this side. We have 3 and 2, or 3 and 2. Here we have 4 and 3, so maybe almost like your phone number. And then how do these two intertwine together? Because this one has 3 sections. Is it a smaller lamp to this with the same separations? I don't know. We have this at my church. I already did, my synagogue. I already did a video on this once. I want to thank you, by creation. Thank you for watching this video. And just to back myself up, here's this is from a professional card room, right? And it says VDR, Valedam Roi. The V, if I remember correctly, has a value of 6. The D has a value of 4, and the R has a value of 2. And that is me learning Chaldean. Thank you, Jen. D4, R for Roi, King, 2, 4, 2, Valet, 4, 2, 6, 2, 4, 6. 2 plus 4 equals to 6. And that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for 2 people watching that came to watch. That's okay. Have a nice day. Have a nice every day. Remind yourself to know the difference, because it is very important to know the difference. Take your time, because it is the time. Time is very important. You must use as much of your time as possible to study the situation. That's right, and it'll give you a headache. So it's fun to do in a group and listen to others so you can pick up. So imagine there's 60 minutes and you only take 2 minutes out of your complete time talking, where you can do the rest of the time listening or asking questions for a better understanding. Knowledge is everything. It brings on safety. It brings on wealth. And you don't have to have much money, because it's all in the patience to wealth. That is, if we lived in a balanced society where paying it forward is on almost everybody's minds. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Where our hearts stand, if we all sit and nobody moves at all. If we don't move for 36 hours, unless we go to the washroom, to the kitchen, to the bedroom, that's it. If we do this for 21 straight days, does anybody know what will happen? Right. We'll run out of food in the house, probably run out of toilet paper. The hydro might stop. The buses won't be running. In fact, your sewage probably won't work, or your sink. That's what happens in less than 21 days. We, the people, are the ones that make everything function. Then we are what they call géré, managed. Go here, go there, go here, go here. You ever think about the fish? You have to trick the fish to catch the fish, but you have to corral many other animals. You trick some animals and you corral the others. The difference between the animals. We trick the fish. Are we tricking any other animals? The mouse to the cheese? Who are we tricking, and who can we not trick? And who is the hardest to trick? Thank you for watching this video. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Have a nice Sunday. January 17th, 9:49 Eastern Standard Time. If we want this in seconds, 5,000, is it 9 hours? So that would be 60 minutes by 9 is 540 minutes, and that's by 60 is be 3,200. Oh my God, it's vibration. Vibration. Let me calculate this again. I got a calculator. What was that? 9 hours? 9 times 60 times 60 equals, wow, 18 by 18, or 180 by 180, or 1800 by 1800. That's the vibration. 9. Wow, very good. Wow, okay, so we have 9 hours is 32,400 seconds. We have to do that 2 times in a day plus 6 hours. 9 times 2 plus 6 equals 24. Rotation. 1,800 times 1,800. That should be also. Yeah, same number. I may have punched in an extra 0. 32,400 seconds. If I had to go to, okay, 32,400 seconds divided by 96 equals 337.5 M. 32,400 divided by 90 equals 360. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to tell you why. Because what I just did is 32,400 divided by 90, okay, equals to 360. This is a Mayan number, okay? 306 and 90 is a Mayan number, and 90 also represents one of the Mars time creation, where Mars time, because of the lost time, is 90 seconds instead of 60 seconds. 90 seconds, 90 minutes, in a 15-hour day, something like that, that plays around that area. Wiggle woggle, you know. Maybe it's never the same. Maybe it just goes one way, and then we have to, after we fall so far behind, we click it up one shot, and we call that the leap year or something, just to keep in line with the altar system. In fact, there's more than one altar system. There's the altar system that was created, and the altar system that we were created for. Could be more than one. So anyways, here is the numbers. And why did I all of a sudden use those numbers? Why did I come into thinking about that? I don't know. Oh, yes, because of the time it was. I was just announcing the time, and it was ironic. So anyways, let me do the rest of the time. It was 40 minutes. 40 minutes. 40 times 60 equals 2,400. Oh, there's my 24-hour day. Okay, 40 minutes. Now, here we can go 40 minutes. We can now talk hockey, where there are 3 periods of 20 minutes. Okay, but to make 40 minutes, you need 2 periods. So you need 2 periods times 20 equals to 40. But when the 2 periods are finished, you have the 15-minute intermission. You now have, I don't know, the freedom of 55. When you have 2 periods, you're starting on the next one, equals to 70. That would be your hand to God. And then you'd have your, plus your last 20 minutes of the game equals to a 90-minute game. That's pretty ironic. It's okay. We got the 9 innings in baseball, the 9 months of birth. We got the first 9 of the 10 numbers of all, right? You notice they put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 10 is usually over here in most cases. So what is this actually telling us? Is this the part of your plug-in extension? Neptune's pitchfork? I don't know. I'm just thinking, and what are we plugging in? We're plugging in 10 and 12 surrounding 0 and all. So I'm just asking that question. I don't really know. So anyways, we're going to end the video right here. Keep that in your mind. I share all this information. That's not any information at all. That might be little anomalies or things that coupled together to have its own relationships that might mean something to just one person that could share it with many others. There's many people out there, and regardless of who's watching these videos now, save them if you like them, if you think that maybe one day it might have an importance to one area and situation that we might be trying to figure out. And is everybody trying to figure out where do we all come from? What is life about? Do aliens exist? The Mayans, the Aztecs, and anything we think of that we're unsure, just to know the answer coming from somewhere. Does it say 2 or does it say 10? 10 is the entity. Does it say 2? It means, oh, did you say that too? Meaning also. AL, also, so meaning half of, and also pink. And then sometimes we'd say Satan, say 10. Anyways, not so funny. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Have a nice morning. Oh, and anyways, the total of that, let me finish this. The 2400 from the 40 minutes, the 2400 seconds, 40 times 60, 2400 seconds, and the 32,400 seconds equals to, oh my God, that's not possible. 12,9600 times 2 equals to 25,920, the Mayan count, and I wasn't even talking about anything like that. Why did I end up with that number? I don't know. So anyways, 32,400 plus 2,400 equals 348. Doesn't tell me anything. Doesn't tell me anything. I wonder if it was 324 plus 240 equals 564. No, okay, it doesn't tell me anything right now. Let me see. 348. Creation of Pluto, DC, the spirit, area space. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4 is 32, and 12 is 44 for area space. Space is 44. Area is 25 Earth. 34, 3 by 4, 3 plus 4 is what we went over in the other room. 19, the spirit. December 1991, December 9th, 1991. 8 by 3 is 24. We'll create the freedom of 55 and the electric company because of the mathematical relationship of 3 times 8, 3 plus 8 will equal to 35. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8, is number 23. That's 5. And the other way to create the 5 is by number 27, and I messed up in there. I was looking for 5 times 5 and 5 plus 5. 5 times 5 equals 10. 5 plus 5 equals 25. I got that mixed up. Equals to 35. 3 times 5 equals to 15. Wait, no, there was something else I was doing with this 5. Hold on a second. I went too quick. Anyways, plus 8 equals to 23. How did I get this 5 times 5? Where did this number come from? Hold on a second. How did I get 35? There was another way to get 35. 7 times 5. Did I have a minus that came in here? Oh, I lost myself. 8 by 3. 8 times 3 equals to 24. 8 plus 3 equals to 11 equals to 35. Okay, so 5 times 5 equals to 25. 5 plus 5 equals to 10. So 38 has the same relationship to 55 as 27 has the same relationship to 35. How 15 has the same relationship to 23. Do the math. 2 times 7, 14. 2 plus 7, 9. 14 and 9, 23. This over here is your initiation to pi. It will create the first 8 numbers in pi. Go figure it out. I'll come back in the next video. This number over here, 15 and 23. Because 1 times 5, 5. 1 plus 5, 6. 2 times 3, 6. 2 plus 3, 5. This one will create 23, and this one will create 35. Right. These will create, right. So that's it. That's it. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. And there are more, and telling more stories. Thank you for watching this video.